Okay, we're looking at our last example in this section. We're building this frame here, and if you notice it's 33, 33, 44, and 44 inches. We want to know if there's enough information to show that this is a rectangle here. Well, if we look at it carefully at first, it looks like it is. But all we know right now is that opposite sides are congruent. Since only we know that opposite sides are congruent, all we can assume is that it is a parallelogram. We don't know if these are right angles right here and here and here, so we don't know anything more than it's a parallelogram. So that would be the answer to the first part. The second part says we measure the diagonals. The diagonals are 54.8 and 55.3. Since these two diagonals are not equal to each other, one of the properties of a rectangle is that the diagonals are congruent. These diagonals are not congruent, therefore it can only be a parallelogram. It cannot be a rectangle. So again, we've got no, we can't assume it because they're the same length, so they form a parallelogram. We don't know if the angles are right angles. The second part again, the diagonals need to be congruent, and in this case they're not congruent, so therefore they don't form a rectangle. Alright, suppose you only measure the diagonals of the window opening. If the diagonals have the same measure, can we conclude that the opening is a rectangle? As long as it's 33 and 44, yes, because the diagonals are congruent in a rectangle, and we already know it's a parallelogram, we would be able to conclude that it's a rectangle. And we're done here.